On today's Arizona Daily Mix, in the heart of Central Phoenix is one of the few remaining soda fountains in the United States. We're going to check that out. In fact, the entire Central Phoenix area is just full of hidden neighborhood hangouts where there is something for everyone. And there's only a few weeks left to enjoy the latest fashion exhibit at Phoenix Art Museum. We've got that and a whole lot more, so let's get to it.
This is the Arizona Daily Mix Pep Rally.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Arizona Daily Mix. I'm Teresa Strasser. We have been talking about this moment for weeks, and it is finally here. High school football, and Brad is out at Brophy College Prep for a pregame pep rally. Brad, I have to say, you were amazing last year out at these pep rallies. I know you had a good time. You must be looking forward to this season.
I don't know if we have the highlights from last year going right now, Teresa, but I'll tell you right now, the highlights this year are going to be even bigger, better, because we are excited that it is the big pep rally morning here out at Brophy College Prep. We got the cheerleaders ready to go out here. It's going to be a blast. And I'm going to tell you, we're taking it to another level. Look at this. I got the big noggin boss. Look at that. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the Fiesta Bowl High School Showdown going on right here on the CW7. And I got the new drip. Bam, look at the shoes. Oh! Yeah, that's it right there. I'll tell you, we're ready to get started. Even, look at the cheerleaders. Brophy cheerleaders are ready to do this. Let's see what they got. Ready for this. Here they go. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. And look who's all here. I got part of the Brophy football team. That's what I'm talking about right there. We are ready. Look at that. They are excited. They are ready to go. It's pep rally morning. Coach, come on over here. Coach, how are you this morning?
Fantastic. Huge kickoff tonight.
It is. This is awesome because you guys are so important to our first game here on the CW7. It's going to be amazing. But let's talk about the, of course, coming up season. Let's talk about how you guys are looking, how you feeling.
I'm feeling good. Our kids are big. We're strong. We're ready to go. We got a big-time game tonight. 40 Division I players on this field against Fashion tonight. It's going to be awesome.
I like it. And I love that you guys are also a new team, kind of new, fresh. You got seniors here. You got juniors. You got freshmen. Everyone's ready to go here.
We prepared for this, so hopefully everything falls our way tonight.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, you're very proud of your last season and the guys actually here who went off to college. You got some good guys. You got one that went to my school, Notre Dame, heading to Notre Dame. But how's that got these guys heading off to college too?
It's a big part of what we are here. You know, our kids want to excel academically as well as athletically. And we had 13 kids signed with colleges last year, and we have more. I think we have 16 kids right now Division I offers.
Oh my gosh, look at that. That is so cool. All right, I got to talk to a couple of players right here. Coach, don't go too far. All right, over here, I got
James Pike,
position.
safety.
Over here,
Case Vandenbosch,
position.
quarterback.
There you go. And
Mason Fees, linebacker.
I like this. This is what we're talking about right here. All right, listen up. Let's talk about tonight's game, all right? Let's see how you guys feeling. What's been going on? How's the players looking?
I mean, I think we all feel good. I think we're ready to come and get them. I mean, you know, I saw some Instagram posts. Everyone's picking Basher against us, but I mean, I can tell you something. We're a little bit mad about that. You know, we're ready to get after them.
I like it. That's it. Like getting right after it. Okay, listen, we got the quarterback right here. This is the guy right here. This is the man, the myth, the legend himself. All right, they're talking about, again, Basher. You guys said, listen, we're going to the grocery store and we're going to eat tonight. We're going to eat tonight. Am I right? That's what's going on.
We're going to eat. Yeah, of course. Let's go. I mean, we're feeling antsy. Our scrimmage got cut short. We didn't get to hit. We've been waiting all off-season working hard, so we just can't wait to hit tonight.
That's it right there. We're going to see some passing things going on. Okay, we got Mason. Mason, let me talk to you a little bit, okay? How is the defense looking? How's the guys going on?
Yeah, defense is fired up. We've been working for this game all off-season, and we can't wait to get out on that field.
Yeah. Oh, they can't wait. Now, Spirit, come in here really quick. Spirit, come in here. Spirit, we're going to talk about this a little bit later on, but Spirit's holding something that's kind of like important right now. Now, we can't tell you exactly who will get this, but maybe one of the guys here. But this is the big Fiesta Bowl High School Football Showdown belt that the player of the game will receive. I just want to check and see something really quick. Let me just see right now. Let me just see who wants the belt. Who wants the belt? Who wants the belt? Who wants the belt? Who wants the belt? Yeah! Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're going to talk more about that belt later on the show. But also, we got to talk about something that's very important to Brophy. It's a tradition. It is the Stampede. Let's talk about the Stampede and how cool that is. And of course, the man who's in charge of it is Goose.
Yeah, I mean the Stampede, we like to say it's the energy on the campus, both Xavier and Brophy. I mean, we come out, we support every game. And I mean, we recently got said that we're the #1 student section in the state. Yeah, let's go. We're trying to get it for another year. All I know is there's going to be energy every game, backing our boys right here, and let's go have them.
I like that. And let's talk about tonight. Let's talk about how this works, too, because the Stampede actually starts here at school. You guys march down to, of course, the field. You want everybody wearing what tonight for this game?
I mean, we want red. So basically, we're going to have 16 guys painted on their chest as letters, and we're going to walk over, walk the whole school over, go over to Central, and yeah, like I said earlier, we're going to have a day.
There it is right there. It is a day. It's the game. It's a game of the week for us here at the CW7 Arizona. Kicks off tonight, 6:30, right here on the channel. You got to make sure, but hey, our pep rally's not done. We got a lot going on this morning, Teresa. But of course, you know what? We're talking about the Stampede. You know what the Stampede's got? They got themselves a DJ. Oh! Kick up the music for me. That's right. Here we go.
Next, we'll see why Brophy Chapel is very important to the players at Brophy's, to the students, to the whole community, but in particular to the athletes. And it is a full schedule of live sports this entire weekend on CW7 Arizona. Saturday, we have AVP Beach Volleyball, NASCAR Xfinity Series, and the kickoff of college football Saturday with a Pac-12 game Saturday night. Then Sunday, it's those incredible Cowboys of PBR live from Springfield at noon. So turn us on, leave us on, and enjoy. Known for their iconic pies and must-try ice cream sodas, McAlpine's Diner and Soda Fountain is a Valley staple, but it's the history of the diner that makes this Central Phoenix treasure so special. Lexi is giving us a tour.
We're taking a nostalgic trip back to the 1920s here at McAlpine's Diner and Soda Fountain. And with me is Monica. You and your two daughters own McAlpine's. Why is it so special to you to have a family-owned business?
There's different reasons. One of them is my husband and I had bought this McAlpine's 24 years ago, and it was his dream. It was originally Birch's 7th Street Pharmacy. After that came Morrison Zimmerman, and then Mr. McAlpine bought it in 1938. And my husband passed away a few years ago, so we're carrying on his legacy, so that's incredibly important to us. So this is where my kids grew up, and now my grandkids are growing up here, and so it's just precious. I feel that we're saving a part of my family's legacy, but also part of the legacy of Arizona. Just so much history here, and when you walk in McAlpine's, it's magic.
And so what are you guys doing here to keep the history alive? I mean, if you take a look around, you just see the old Pepsi Cola logo, everything along those lines.
So we really tried to keep with the feel. When you walk through the door, we want you to think that you step back in time, that it really is a piece of Arizona history. So everything from the food we serve to our decor to the music to
the whole feel.
We want to have the whole package and just have it be a unique experience at a place that is so special.
And so as you, like I said, look around, you guys have a vintage store attached. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. So in our vintage store, we sell everything from flapper dresses to artwork to lamps, to just a variety. But when you come to McAlpines, it's just something else to add to the whole experience and make it much more interesting.
And so in front of us, we have some food, and like you said, it's a nod to the history as well. Can you tell me a little bit about the food items we have in front of us?
Starting next to you, we have our good old-fashioned sloppy joes and our Hawaiian coleslaw.
Yum.
And then we're known for our ice cream. That is a Bozo's favorite. It's a cotton candy ice cream soda, which is also my favorite. And then we have our clubhouse and homemade potato salad. We make our stuff in house. Our potato salad, our soups, our sauces. That's very important to us. And behind that is our hog's meat soda, which is a root beer based, but it's delicious. We have our good old-fashioned cheeseburger with amazing French fries. And then I have another ice cream soda. It is the breakfast at Tiffany's. So it's blue raspberry wedding cake soda and vanilla ice cream.
So we're missing one iconic piece, and that is the pie, correct?
Oh, the pies.
Okay, I think our pies, is our pie ready? Here it comes, it's coming.
So years ago.
Thank you. Here's your pie.
Oh. So this is our naughty pecan. It has salted caramel topping. It is our best-selling pie. Years ago, an Amish lady from Indiana rode the train out and spent a month baking with us. So she helped us develop our recipes. So it's just unbelievable. And then you have the apple.
That looks so delicious.
The apple with a crumble topping, which is also just amazing.
That is so awesome. I love this. All looks delicious. This place is amazing. It's nostalgic. It's iconic. Everything. Where can people come and find you guys?
We're located just north of downtown Phoenix. Our address is 2303 North 7th Street, northeast corner of 7th Street and Oak. And check us out. We're open for lunch and dinner. Our hours are on our website. We would love to see you.
And as always, you can head to the cw7az.com for more information and to come check this place out. Should we dive in?
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm gonna go for this.
At the center of Brophy Prep campus is the historic Brophy Chapel. It's a gathering spot for students, faculty, and the entire local community. Let's take a look.
Brophy Chapel was one of the original 3 buildings on campus, built in 1928. It's historic. There aren't many places in Arizona that have been around for 100 years, and Brophy Chapel is on that short list. And it has not just been the center of worship here on campus, but really for the broader community. So it's been a really important place for Brophy and beyond for years. It's a place where we gather students for special occasions. We'll have liturgies and prayer services in here with students, a place where they can come throughout the day for quiet, for reflection, for prayer if they want. It's a place we tell them they will return to throughout their lives. So many of them will baptize their children here. This is where they'll come for their weddings. They'll come to funerals here, hopefully not for a long time, but this will just be a really important place for the rest of their lives. This is also a really important gathering space for our athletic team. So most of our teams build into their culture time together in the chapel. So our football team, every Friday night, regardless of home or away, their night ends by gathering in the chapel and offering some prayers and gratitude for that night's competition and for their safety. It's a great bonding experience for the young men. The founder of the school, Mr. William Henry Brophy, died in a fishing accident, and he was a big fan of the sea, and that was a really important part of his life. So throughout the chapel, you'll see a seashell motif, which is a nod to him and his background. A neat detail is the beautiful stained glass windows that line the perimeter of the chapel were created in a famous glass studio in Ireland. And the foundress of the school, Mrs. Ellen Brophy, whose husband died, and she's the one that gave the money to build the school, she had a relationship with a studio in Ireland and commissioned these stained glass windows to be created, each one representing a different segment from the Apostles' Creed. Central to our mission here at Brophy as a Catholic Jesuit school is before anything else we do, before preparing kids for college or teaching them the finer points of history and world languages and everything else, we want for them to grow in a relationship with God. Regardless of where they are when they come to us, we accept students of all faiths, all backgrounds, all perspectives. Any young man that's interested in exploring who he is and who God's asking him to become, we want those young men here at Brophy.
Okay, stick around because Brad has more from Brophy Prep for our high school football pep rally. That is coming up next. live here on CW7 Arizona. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Arizona Daily Mix. It is Pep Rally Day for our big CW7 Arizona Fiesta Bowl High School Showdown. We're at Brophy College Prep, which is our first game tonight at 6:30. And I gotta tell you, the Fiesta Bowl has been such a big impact on high schools around here. You guys are so excited to be a part of this. Let's talk about what the Fiesta Bowl community does, what you guys do, especially through the charities of the community.
Yes, the Fiesta Sports Foundation is all about supporting our community through youth sports and education. And what better way to do that than football season? And so what we decided this year is to give these high school players who give their blood, sweat, and tears every week a college-level experience. So we're bringing live broadcasts on Thursday night to kick off every weekend. We're giving them the traditional yellow jacket hospitality at the games, and of course, the belt for the MVP.
Yeah. Let's talk about that belt, because I think I was a little lost when you introduced it to me, because I thought they were going to have to, just give it back at the end of the game or anything. But no, you guys said this year you want to make sure that those players know how important they are, not just to the sport, but to their team and to the community.
Absolutely. Well, it's about giving back. And so we're giving a belt. And the belt is a coveted prize. Every year we get DMs and whatnot saying, are you still giving away the belt? Because I want to win that thing on Thursday night. So people are gunning for that. But what we're all about is, we heard Coach Jewell talk about the number of Division I players that are going to be moving on and playing in their career. So we're trying to give the Fiesta Bowl hospitality, the look, the experience to these players, what we give the college players when they come in December and January on Thursday nights here.
I like that, and that's what they deserve, and I'm loving it. So I got to ask, who wants a belt? Who wants a belt? Who wants a belt? Yeah! Well, I'll tell you, it's not just about the belt. It's also about giving to the school, and I want to bring in Curtis, who is right now head of our sales and working with us at the station. Curtis, you're pretty excited because when this happened last year, you're like, oh, no, how can we take it bigger? How can we do? Let's get Bragg a big hat. Okay, we got me a big hat, but then you're like, no, we need to do more. What was that?
Well, this year we're going to give away $10,000 back to schools like Brophy, Basha tonight, and I have got the honor of presenting a $500 check here to Josh and the school here at Brophy College Prep. It's just giving back in a great way.
How awesome is that?
This is awesome. I appreciate everything that CW is doing for high school football, and obviously the generosity of this check. And we have the best student section in the state, and we're going to put this back into our student section, make sure our games are fun for them.
I like that. That is great. So more popcorn, more fun for everything going on. Again, this is what it's all about, the community coming together for high school football that we're doing right here on the CW7 Arizona. Tonight's game kicks off at 6:30 with pregame, and then we'll be going in for, of course, some really cool fun throughout the evening time as we show our first game of the week with Brophy Prep going against Basha High School. But I'll tell you right now, you know what it is? It's also about making sure you have the right drip and making sure you look good. Now you see these right here, these custom-made shoes. I couldn't get them. That's right. So the only way I got them to eat, yum, I'm eating with them. That's it right there. But one thing is that they have to be made, and the person that made them is Kicked by Kenna.
Kicks by Kenna is my custom shoe business. I've done it for 5 years now. I started during COVID. It was a COVID project, and it just kind of blew up overnight. I was an artist starting out. I was a doodler. Let's put it that way. I was a doodler, and I saw it, and I was an artist at heart, and I felt like I wanted to try it, and I did, and it just worked out. I actually do everything by hand. I use the photos and design work that they send me, and I just take it from there, and I'm a freehand artist. I know a lot of people do use templates, and that's really cool, but I personally love to be a freehand artist. Through the years, I've done over 500 pairs, even through going to school and working. First off, they'll send me their shoes, and typically along with that, we'll get a couple design items. So either photos, colors, really, even if they just have an idea, I'll use that, and what I'll do from there is it's all prep work. That's the main part of custom shoes, is you really want to make sure you have a solid base before you start laying any paint. And then from there, after we're done prepping, is when I'll work with the client and we'll just kind of go through some basic questions. So, where do they want certain things, or what's their logos and stuff like that. And then after that, I'll lay the paint, seal them up, and I have a 3-part sealing process that makes them really sturdy, and then I'll send them back. So I kind of say my motto is, you name it, I paint it. So funny enough, I didn't even start with shoes. My original plan for this was I was painting skateboards. So I tried skateboards, but that didn't really take off. So I started with shoes, and that kind of exploded. So I do mostly shoes, but on top of that, I do, bags, cleats, really anything people want, I can do. I've worked with a lot of major teams in the United States, but I have 2 that are really sticking out to me right now, and that would be Bradley Bozeman. He was actually my first major client. He had posted on, I believe it was Twitter, that he was looking for a custom shoe artist for My Cleats, My Cause, and we took a risk and reached out, and I was really young at the time. I think I was 17. And we reached out and he responded, and he's been amazing. We formed this relationship that I would say goes beyond being just a client. He's more of a friend. In fact, I even got to meet him this year, which was super fun, and I got to see him play, which was awesome. And then on top of Bradley, I also really like working with NASCAR. We just have formed this relationship over the years because they have Arizona Raceway out in the valley, and they're really nice, and I really love to work with them. If you want to collab or order, you can reach me at Kicks by Ken on Instagram.
This is the Arizona Daily Mix Pep Rally.
We're going from athletes to artists. We are talking about art students and aspiring fashion designers. They can get inspiration just down the way from Brophy at Phoenix Art Museum. Do not miss, I'm still talking with the pom-poms, do not miss the latest exhibit, which was named one of the best by the New York Times. They called it one of the top 20 exhibitions to see this summer. Take a look.
Art Museum, we have a wonderful tour on view called The World of Anna Sui. It was first produced in the 2000s at the Museum of Textile and Fashion in London, and we brought it out of storage, and we're the first presentation in over a decade. Anna Sui grew up in Detroit, Michigan. She's Chinese American and went to Parsons for fashion design, launched her first collection in 1991, and for the last 3 decades has been storytelling with fabric, adornment, details, and accessories. The title of this exhibition is The World of Anna Sui. And so what you're seeing throughout the exhibition is her vision of what fashion and storytelling and her universe looks like. She has a color palette of oxblood red, lilac purple, enameled black. You see denim, spikes, leather, and lace throughout. So it is all the iconic language of Anna Sui's world. When Anna Sui was younger, her older brother took her to a lot of rock concerts. And that introduction to music and punk rock and roll really formed an idea for Anna of building fashion and creating this environment around rock and punk rock, which is really sampling. And so throughout Anna's career, she's been traveling the world, researching different time periods and different cultures, and that's what you see throughout her body of work. The exhibition isn't organized chronologically, but rather it's organized by different themes: fairy tale, Americana, schoolgirl, punk rock, retro, surfer, grunge. These are all different stories that Anna has told time and time again. And what people are going to discover is there are going to be accessories or garments or shoes that really spark their interest, because every part of Anna Sui's ensembles are exclusively designed by the artist herself. The exhibition includes an explanation of Anna Sui's process, some video of interviews. One of the final moments in the exhibition are 6 ensembles from Phoenix Art Museum's fashion design collection. For the opening of the exhibition, 10 members of Anna's family were able to come out and celebrate with us. I was walking through the gallery with her older brother Bobby, who took her to all those rock concerts, and we were looking at a pair of shoes. They're patent leather and there's fabric glued to the top. And he said, "Oh, Anna used to do that in high school." So everything that you see in this gallery comes from Anna's mind, and many of them are things that she would have designed for herself. So this is indeed the world of Anna Sui. The exhibition is included in general admission. On free days, it's a $10 charge. We encourage our visitors to come on Wednesday afternoons and every first Friday where we're open late, and people can come and celebrate the world of Anna Sui and the many other beautiful exhibitions we have throughout the museum. We encourage your viewers to hop on our website at phxart.org and to view the calendar of this exhibition and many others.
When we come back, we are talking Brophy Prep. What a great morning it is out here. The cheer ready, and we're ready. Have some fun when the mix returns after this.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by the U.S. Army.
Welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix. It is, of course, Pep Rally Day out here at Brophy Catholic Prep. And you're looking at one of the robotics here with the Brophy robotics team. Pretty cool there. But we have to say thank you to the U.S. Army for being out here and being a part of this, because they're here actually to teach people that there's other things to do in the Army besides combat. And that's why I have Staff Sergeant Park and I have Staff Sergeant Soa with me. And this is interesting because, you know, when we think of the U.S. Army, we do know that it is out there in combat, but there's something that's very important there, is that academics plays a big part in it. Robotics is really big now, and that's what you're trying to share with people, that there's other things to do.
Yes, so actually me being IT, robotics is huge. We have robotic dogs, we have all that kind of stuff. I'm actually in college using the Army's tuition assistance to help me pay for that, along with other scholarships, even to include ASU has a MRS scholarship that they do give out to those active duty and reserve members. So it's quite incredible what we get just from being in this uniform and serving and not necessarily going into that combat zone.
And that's what's so great about you guys coming out and explain that, because a lot of people are saying, but also it's great because, again, if those kids want to further their career or even their college career, they can do it through the U.S. Army.
Yes, you can. So I am actually in school right now. I do online college because it is a full-time position here. And I use my joint service transcript when I very first enrolled in college. It's our fancy way of just saying you get college credit for obtaining your basic training certs and your additional training. So you learn how to be a soldier first, how to shoot, how to move, how to communicate, how to stand and walk and talk. But then you go and you learn your specific job. You can take what you learn and you can apply that to college or a credentialing system. And I actually got 15 credits automatically, and it kind of boosted me into my associates.
And what I love is that you also talk about the opportunity for you to see the world through the U.S. Army, through actually the IT, through different things, which is important. And that's something that, again, needs to explain that you can see the world and get education.
Yes, you can. And, you know, even Sergeant Soa, just our jobs. I have been to Australia and Poland, and they're just short terms, 6 months, paid free by the Army. Yes, we do have to train and do our jobs because we need to be ready. Okay, ultimately, we got to be lethal, we got to be ready, but it is also an opportunity to explore and get that going. So,
well, we thank you for being out here and being a part of our high school football and getting the word out there. But of course, we got to see if there's some guys that are good here at a little bit of training. So what we have is a little obstacle. We're going to see if they can do this. And that is they will run down, which we're going to pretend like it's almost like a 10-mile run, okay? We'll pretend like a 10-mile run, some burpees and back, and we'll see who has the best team here. But these are part of the Stampede, and they have to be in shape because tonight they're leading off the big, of course, Brophy family to the game. Are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! All right, as they're heading down there they go. This is what we're doing, and don't forget the game is tonight, 6:30 right here on the CW7 in Arizona, with all the pregame happening, and of course a great halftime show, which is gonna be awesome. And you know, oh my God, that's what I'm talking about. This is competition. This is their own guys. So can you imagine what happens tonight? This could be interesting. You know what I can see actually? I don't know what we could do. Spirit, come on over here. Spirit, bring over here. Because this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, who wants the belt? Who wants the belt? Who wants the belt? Spirit, and Brown over there. Get ready, you guys are next, Go, here we go, there you go. That's it, who wants the belt? Who's gonna get the belt here? Oh, look at this. Here they go, oh yeah, bring it in. There it is. All right. There you go. What a great morning we're having out here at Brophy. And again, we'll be back with more. And don't forget tonight's game right here in the CW7 Arizona. All right, let me get a cheer from you.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by the U.S. Army.
Up next, we'll see why the Brophy Sports Medicine program is one of the top in the country. Stay with us. The sports medicine program at Brophy supports athletes in every way, from cuts and scrapes to fracture recovery and even surgery rehabilitation. But even if you're not an athlete, the program is designed to teach students about sports medicine and life-saving skills. Take a look.
Our Strip Matter Sports Medicine Center was developed, actually, I designed it with the help of my students. In 2006 it opened up, and this is the hub of all our sports injury care. So we have a main athletic training room, and attached to that is this classroom, which I teach my honors anatomy and physiology and sports medicine and advanced sports medicine classes in here. So we have, again, state-of-the-art equipment. We have virtual cadaver dissection to teach medical and health education. We have a bod pod for body composition assessment. We have coaches training. There, we go through emergency action plans, coaches training, CPR, first aid to make sure we're ready for any injury emergency that happens anywhere, on campus or off. I teach sports medicine and advanced sports medicine. Those are both elective classes, one semester. So sports medicine, and it's any grade level, freshman through senior. So they can take that, and then they learn competencies and skills. So they have to get skill checks, first aid, evaluation, treatment skills, rehab skills, all these things kind of that athletic trainers do. So those are skills that translate far beyond the athletic field. So, you know, first aid, things that they can use to help and serve people. That's what we're all about at Brophy. We had 3 football players on vacation up in Michigan, and they heard a cry for help. They responded, and one of our varsity football players, through the training he got through a volunteer organization at Brophy that I led a CPR training program for them, he was able to do chest compressions and revive a woman in cardiac arrest. So that's, you know, that's an extreme example, but some of the first aid skills and things they learn in these classes, I hope translate far beyond the walls of this classroom. Whenever I hear about students who have been able to use some of the skills or knowledge or information that not only I or any of our teachers have passed on to those kids, if they use them in real life situations, you know, that's very gratifying. And, you know, at the extreme end of that, you know, if we teach them life-saving skills and they're able to save a human life, I don't think, you know, there's nothing more profound than that.
And Brad, I believe you have those 3 students with you now.
Yeah, Teresa, I am standing here with the gentleman that helped the lady in this amazing class that they have there. And so let me tell you the story is that a little vacation, summer vacation was going on, and they saw someone in stress. So Alex, let's talk about this, because you guys pretty much learned from the class that you guys had, the CPR class, but tell me what went on.
So yeah, we were out in Charlevoix, Michigan, and we had just got back from wake surfing on the lake. And as we got back, we were in James Pike backyard, and we hear from the beach a guy yell out at us to call 911 and come down here quick. So we all run over, and we see a lady in distress. You know, she wasn't breathing, eyes were on the back of her head. So me and Jason ran inside the house and got her like water and anything we could get to help her. And we ran back out, and me and a few other people lifted up her chair and brought her back to the grass and laid her on her back while his mom was on the phone calling 911. and his stepdad started giving her CPR, and then eventually I switched places with him until the ambulance came.
And that's because of this class that you guys have here, and that's where you learned it, which is so important. So you recommend this for other high school kids, especially when you're out there with friends and everybody?
Yes, sir, 100%.
And so tell me, how does the class work? Is it something that you guys elect to do, or are you guys told to do it?
It's not elected, so we were doing a foundation for service hours, which is called Save an Amy, and it was a requirement to do, so it was a class here during our community period, which is like a sort of study hall free period. So us three went in there and we learned CPR from Mr. White, and we did it on test dummies, so.
That's awesome. And then you had to do it for real. It's crazy. Hey, Coach, I want to bring you in here really quick. Coach, this is what we're talking about. This is what you do here. You make these young men want to be a part of the community. You make them want to understand that they are important out there by taking classes like this and doing things.
Our kids are awesome, right? And Brophy is all about, we have the academic reputation, but our kids are go out in the community and serve other people, which is a big deal.
I like it. And we know tonight they're going to ready to serve up. That's right. They're about to eat. All right. Am I right? Am I right, Unc? Am I right, Unc? Am I right? Am I right? They are. That's what's going to go on. It is high school football here on the CW7 Arizona.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Lucy's Urban Concepts.
I'm here in North Central Phoenix at two favorite neighborhood hotspots. You got Lucy's at the Orchard, cozy little cafe and market, and then here, a go-to spot for dinner and drinks, the Orchard Tavern. This is 2 acres. It used to be a citrus grove, and now it's a really cool place to hang out. Let's check it out. There is so much to eat, do, and see here at the Orchard. Jerry, take us through all that's happening here.
Well, thank you for having me here. I'll show you what's going on. So this is the Orchard property, and obviously we're standing in Orchard Tavern. We've been here for a total of the property of 9.5 years, including our sister company, Lucy's at the Orchard, which is super popular in the day. And it's very unique because, we're standing in a beautiful property that's been here over 100 years. That was a citrus farm. And this is an actual home that's been here since 1920.
And here at Orchard Tavern, there's something quirky everywhere you look. It is so much fun. Of course, there are dogs everywhere. Slow down and you take in all the charming little touches and of course the food. This is one of your most popular.
Who doesn't love some comfort food? Chicken pot pie, we have a really cool spin on it. It's our little chipotle chicken blend inside there. We also have a wood-fired oven to get that beautiful char on it. Along with, a lot of fun favorites that we have. Our amazing French dip. People love mushrooms, caramelized onions, amazing stuff in there.
You're a tavern.
Yes.
You gotta have fish and chips.
So fish and chips are super popular. 3 big pieces of cod with our Sidewinder potatoes too. We do Neapolitan pizza, a great hit because, if you have kids in here too, they probably want pizza. They're probably not a big fish and chip fan. So we have something for everyone, along with all our fun stuff like shrimp Cobb salad, which people love.
It's beautiful.
A lot. Thank you. It's like you almost don't want to touch it. It's so pretty. Another famous appetizer is our tenderloin toast right here. We're talking about brie, caramelized onions, and some tenderloin with a horseradish mayo.
Beautiful.
And to enjoy drinks too, we have that here also.
Before I go, I have to see inside the chicken pot pie. Can I break into
break
it?
in there
I just feel like I need
there.
to see. Okay, I'm getting
You're
in
gonna
here.
get in there?
Look at that.
Look at that, it's
Look
warm
at
and steaming.
that. I cannot wait for it to be chicken pot pie season. Look at the steam coming. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
Healthy food, refreshing drinks, endless fun. They've all come together at Lucy's at the Orchard and Orchard Tavern. It's honestly one of the best vibes in the Valley, and you have a chance to win a $50 gift card to experience it all. Scan the QR code on your screen or enter at cw7az.com/win. Lucy's, goodness for goodness sake.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Lucy's Urban Concepts.
All right, it is game night here on the CW7 Arizona with our Fiesta Bowl High School Showdown. I have with me Jordan Cody, who will be, of course, doing the game. Let's talk a little about what's going to be happening tonight.
Yeah, we got so much fun. Pre-game, halftime, post-game. I'll be there hosting it, and we've got so many great stories and awesome things. We have our Bodies Club here now. We'll see them again later, too.
I like it. And then let's talk, of course, this is important. It's our first game of the year. How you feeling? Are you ready to do this?
It's two of the top teams in the state of Arizona. Over 30 Division I football players between Brophy and Basha. Myself and Jody Jackson in the booth, Brad. It is going to be a blast tonight.
I like it. And you got someone new on the sidelines. Lexi, get in here. Come in here, Lexi. Lexi, who, of course, is one of our MMJs. Lexi, tonight is your first night with the high school showdown. How you feeling to be on sideline?
I'm so excited. I'm a little nervous, but I'm so excited to start this.
I like it. And, of course, I will pass this hat on to you for tonight. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Now, we got to step out of the way because, again, the robotics team's going to be out there with this monster here. Do we have a name for this? Do we have a name?
TARS.
TARS right there. TARS, fire it off. TARS will be out there handing out T-shirts along with the Army. And, of course, the Fiesta Ball team out there, Foundation, which is going to be awesome. Game time's at 6:30. Oh! But, again, we got the belt. We got the fun going on. Who's taking home the belt? We taking on the belt tonight? We taking on the belt tonight? That's it right there. It is high school football at its best right here on the CW7. It's Thursday night. It is high school football. Thanks to Fiesta Ball. Thanks to CW7 Arizona. And I'll tell you right now, Brophy is ready. Am I right, Unc? Unc, all right? Unc, right. We're ready to eat. Here we go, the cheerleaders. That's what we're talking about. Where's my DJ? DJ, kick it up for me.
This is the Arizona Daily Mix Pep Rally.
All right, thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with us this morning. Tomorrow on the show, we'll see how ASU fans can get to the game by boat, and we'll have the 4 things that you need to know about the NASCAR Xfinity race this weekend. And now I'm going to hand this off to Brad, who's going to run it in for a TD. Take it away.
I'll tell you, it has been a great morning out here at Brophy College Prep for our first pep rally and our first big game for tonight on the CW7 Arizona. It's the Fiesta Bowl showdown right here, and I'll tell you, we're so excited to have you guys a part of this, and I know you guys are too, and we got it going on tonight.
No better time than football season, so let's get it going.
And we got to remind them that you guys got the belt here for them. Again, tell them how that belt works.
MVP, whoever has the best game tonight will take this belt. Not only tonight, but take it home with them and flaunt it amongst all their teammates.
I like, you know what? Spirit, let's put it on. Let me put it on really quick. Here we go. And of course, calling the game are these two over here. And you guys are excited for this. It's going to be awesome. It is a game of games right here on the CWC Arizona. And Brophy, let's do it!
Content segments on the Arizona Daily Mix were paid for by the U.S. Army and Lucy's Urban Concepts.